I feel like this is now a recurring theme and we're just gonna stick to it. Hi and welcome to this video. My name is Robin and today I am going to talk about what's on my Pinterest board for spring 2024. And this is just the trends that are new to my Pinterest board, but there's also trends that I will follow that has been on my Pinterest board for a long time, but I feel like now they're finally coming into style. I would just put a little honorable mentions of those trends right here, but I'm not going to talk about them today. Let's get into what's on my Pinterest board. I feel like I'm a true fashion student with like a prepared little list on my iPad. The first thing that is on my Pinterest board for 2024, for spring 2024, is butter yellow midi skirts. It is a quite specific trend or clothing piece, but I find myself pinning butter yellow or like cream colored midi skirt a lot. And if you watch my previous video where I talked about how to dress timeless, I talked about how I actually don't suit a butter yellow. It doesn't really go well with my skin color. I feel like it just makes me look very red, which I don't really prefer because I really like the butter yellow trend. I think it's such a cute color, like even my flowers are butter yellow. So I really wanted to partake in that trend. Wearing a skirt breaks from your face, but I can still partake in like the butter yellow trend, and I just think they're so cute. So I have actually found one secondhand, so I'm just waiting for that to arrive on the mail, on the post. Also, let's discuss midi skirts, because it feels like it just kind of got trendy out of the blue, and suddenly everyone wants to wear like the midi skirt that is not like what we have seen, but more of those that prop at the knee, like a knee-length skirt, and I think that is so cute. But for me personally, I like the midi skirts that is a bit longer because I feel like it suits my body shape a little bit better. I have partaken in the midi skirt, the knee-length midi skirt trend 2 summers ago, and I liked it, but I just found myself, I didn't feel super confident in it, so I will go for a little bit of a longer midi skirt. Those midi skirts that I'm talking about were the ones that we wore 2020, silk midi skirts, and I really like those actually. So I will probably partake in like that as well. Let's move on to the second thing on my list, which is Mary Jane's, the it girl shoe for spring 2024. I feel like I love Mary Jane's. It's the cutest shoe ever, and I've actually worn Mary Jane's since like 2017, but the ones that I wore back then were like velvet textured Mary Jane's, and they were a bit too small for me, so it just made my foot look really cramped and it wasn't flattering at all. So what I've taken from that is that I need to have a Mary Jane that enlongens my feet, and I think I've found my perfect pair, so I'm so excited for that. Also, just like a Mary Jane with a sock, it's so cute, especially for like living in a colder country, because it would probably take a bit of time before we can actually walk around in Mary Janes without having any socks. So the Mary Jane and a colored sock, so cute. I also feel like the velvety Mary Janes that I already have is something that is becoming very trendy as well. There is this like specific Mary Jane that I feel like a lot of influencers are starting to wearing. Perhaps try and wear my old Mary Janes, but I kind of know that I really don't like them that much, so maybe not. Mary Jane's, the it girl shoe. The next thing that has been very reoccurring on my Pinterest board lately is halter neck tank tops. I think they're so cute, and I think they are really just an elevated way of wearing a tank top. This perfect middle ground of a basic, but also something that you can dress up a little bit more in like your everyday life. I think it's so pretty, and I feel like the halter neck has gotten a lot of like negative reputation because it's such a visco girl top. All the visco girls wore halter necks in like, what was it, 2016, 2015. There's been such a negative reputation about wearing halter necks, but I feel like they're so cute, and I'm looking forward to wearing a lot of halter necks this spring and also summer. The next one is also a little bit of an it girl trend that we will probably see a lot of, and it is capri tights. Not really into like the capri pants. I like them and I've worn them in the past, but I feel like I want to challenge myself a little bit with the capri tights instead. They're really flattering, and if you wear it the right way, it can be so cute. So I bought this like jumpsuit which has the capri length tights in the jumpsuit, and first I was like, I'm never going to wear this, I need to crop the jumpsuit. But then I was like, maybe I can try to actually make the capri tights work. But I feel like that will also be really cute wearing like with the Mary Janes. Also just with like sneakers, dressing up, dressing down. This is also a trend that I would probably partake in late spring, summer. Because as I said, living in a cold country, you cannot go around with bare legs until like the end of May, unfortunately. Until then, I will try and figure out how I want to dress the capri tights, experiment with them a little bit, because I think it's a cute piece of clothing, but it's something that I'm not really comfortable wearing yet, but I want to be, so yeah. Ooh, the next one I'm so excited about. It is overalls. Like, yes, I am so excited. I will finally get my shit together and start wearing my overalls. I feel like I've tried so much to start wearing overalls over like the past couple of years, but I've never really gotten into it, and I've never really find a way that I like to wear them. And this is probably because I bought a pair of overalls that was tight fitting, and so now I've purchased a pair that is a little bit more loose and also cuts at the right length on my legs. I feel like I can finally start to wear my overalls, and I just like that so much, and I'm looking forward to just like wearing overalls and a basic top and a pair of cute sneakers or a pair of Mary Janes and a little tote bag or something, and just going to the grocery store and being all of that like Jane Birkin-esque. I'm so excited. I feel like that is probably the trend that I'm most excited about. But it's just such a simple piece of clothing that really just make you look a little bit more cool. Wearing a jean and a t-shirt, but just make something with your outfit that it adds dimension, and I like that. Ooh. I'm so excited about everything that I wrote down. The next thing is tie-up blouse, or like, tie-up blouse. But not the ones that we have seen with like the peplum and like the Ganni ones. I'm more into like form-fitting blouse with like some cute sleeves, and I've actually found one that I'm so excited about. I just think it's so cute with like wearing with a skirt or wearing with a pair of low-waisted jeans, or just it is something that also is like quite basic, but it just adds something extra. It adds some details. I think that is kind of what I'm into right now. I want to get pieces that are very wearable, but I feel like I also want to have pieces that adds a little bit of an extra touch. The next trend is something that I have been into for such a long time, but I've never really gotten into partaking in it because I felt like it was such a micro trend-esque type of clothing piece. But it is like the striped carpenter pants, which is such a statement piece for the Scandi girl wardrobe. I started like pinning it on my Pinterest back in like 2020, I think. I just keep on pinning that type of pant, and I feel like now maybe I should actually get myself a pair of those striped carpenter pants. So I'm looking forward to actually finally partaking in that trend or whatever. I also feel like that is such a piece that is easy to style, but also like elevates your look and takes it to the next level a little bit. It is an easy way to make your outfit look a little bit more interesting. Number 8 is this one I've talked about before. I talked about it in my collective spring transitioning haul. It is the beige vests, or like a bit of a more light color vest, and even like a crocheted vest. It is something that has been like ongoing, but not really been talked about that much. I like that it gives a bit of contrast, like wearing a darker pair of pants and then a lighter piece on top, and it also looks a little bit more intentional rather than having like the black one with a lighter one. It kind of feels like it is more of an individual piece. Beige vest. The next piece is a little bit more experimental and something that I'm not really sure about, but it's something that I want to try out, and it is like wearing a more voluminous longer skirt. I've pinned it a lot, and so I should at least try it out. I feel like it kind of comes with like the 2010s coming back with like the more puffy silhouette, and I like it a lot, but I want to wear it a little bit more low-waisted, not like in the waist. And I have like this dress that I've kept for such a long time that has like this drawstring waistband. I do not really wear that dress anymore, so I feel like I can kind of like drop off the skirt part and make that an individual piece. That way I can like try out the trend without buying a new piece clothing. So that is something I'm going to be experimenting with, but something that I'm not 100% sure whether I like it or not, but I feel like I need to try it at least because it is on my Pinterest board and apparently I like it. And for the last thing on my Pinterest board, it is, drumroll, the classic trench coat. Finally, I feel like I've pinned this so many times, but now that I finally got in my hands on one of those, I'm going to wear it so much. I feel like I'm going to live in that trench coat. I just feel like it adds such a classic vibe. It adds such a beautiful silhouette. You feel like so intentionally fashionable in it. I'm just going to live in that trench coat, and I feel like it's so pretty. And if you haven't tried more of a boxy silhouette, more classic trench coat, then I feel like you should try it at least. I feel like it's also something that doesn't really go with everyone's personal style, but for me it is something that I should have bought many years ago, but now I have finally gotten to buy it and I'm so excited to wear it. That was it for what's on my Pinterest board this spring, or like some of it, but I will probably make a video of giving you some examples for outfits for spring. So if you'd like to see that, then make sure to like this video and subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.